Hey everyone, welcome back to LC Chess. This is game number 139, I believe. I'm playing 1,000 games of chess on chess.com, and I have an ELO of 1316. I'm playing 1,000 rapid rated games on chess.com, trying to improve, trying to get better as a normal person who has a full-time job, just as a hobby, seeing how much the everyday person can improve in a given period of time. I think 1,000 is really nice because it's a finite amount of time that is a commitment. It's surely a commitment, but it's not 10 years. It's an amount of time that you can see some serious improvement, but you're not devoting your life to it. So that's why I picked 1,000 games, and I didn't pick a specific ELO goal because who knows how long it would take for me to get to 1,500 or 2,000. Good God, we might be here for 20 years. But with that said, we're at 1316 ELO. Had a nice draw yesterday. We were winning, we were losing, and we got into a stalemate, which was good for us because my opponent had a lot of pieces, and we were able to wiggle into the corner of the board. They promoted to a queen, and it was a stalemate. But enough about the past. Let's look at the future. All right, game 139. Playing a 1310. Wow, Mauritania. Ooh, this is the first player I've played from there, that's for sure. Alrighty, I am going to... Guess we might be taking the queen out early. Let's see. I can push here. I can also play this. I can also play this. Let's bring the knight. All right. I think I'm just going to take, right? Let's take, and then we have this. We can take if the knight gets attacked. Okay. Now I can put two pawns in the center, and I think that we made it out of the opening. Up a pawn, have to worry about this. Can't just bring the queen out. Okay, and I think I push here. And I actually might have just won a knight right there. Okay, no, I did not. Smart to take the knight here. If they retreated the knight or moved it, I would have had this check that would have won the bishop, because this pawn would be protecting the square. And this check doesn't work anymore. Oh, could I? No, let's not. Let's slow down. Could trade knights here, isolate this pawn, but I'd rather keep my pieces developed, continue developing. If they take this knight, my bishop gets out. Now I just have more development, better piece activity. Look to castle. If they castle, I have this push, which is brutal. I would love for them to castle. They don't. All right, just back up. They castle. Look at this. Look at this. Oh, and they can block, but they can't. I win a rook. All right. I win a rook, and then this pawn. And then I win this bishop, and then I get a queen, right? They're going to take my bishop, I take their bishop. And then we promote, I think. My opponent abandons the game. That was a very quick game. I apologize for that. I don't like to play 2 games in a video. I explain this every time I have a short game. I don't like to play 2 games in a video. I want 1,000 games on 1,000 videos. So I apologize for the length of this one. I will try to make it up tomorrow. I think yesterday's video was like 25 minutes, so maybe this is a little bit of a break for everyone. Let's do a quick game review. It was really just that one tactic that I saw that won us the game. We had a nice opening. My opponent played a little weird. This is not something I see a lot. There's a specific name for the Albin counter gambit. Okay, this is the Albin counter gambit. Did I play it correctly? You're supposed to take, which I did not. They take my C pawn. And I was contemplating pushing here, but I didn't want, what did I not want? I didn't want this pawn leaving and then my queen getting traded, bringing my knight back, and I would be down in terms of development if that happened. I thought knight f3 was a good move. I have pressure here. If they take, I just take back with the knight, or I guess I could take with the queen. Either way, just initiate a queen trade and then look to win this pawn back in the future. They go there. I take the pawn for free. They attack my knight. I take another pawn. Could have went queen a4. What happens after queen a4? I don't think this is a winning move, but queen a4. Take this. Okay. Didn't see that, but I don't think that that's too crazy. I mean, there's a free pawn. I'm going to take a free pawn while my knight's under attack. 2 pawns in the center. This was a smart move by my opponent to take the knight. If they just move this knight out of the way, I have this check, which will pick up a bishop. Either a bishop or a knight if they move the knight back, because I have this. Yeah. So smart move by my opponent to play that. And then just getting developed helped us out here. Huge, huge, huge. And then I was waiting for this castle to happen so that I could push, attack the knight, give a check at the same time. The knight can block, but it is a move too short. And then fork the rook and the king. And it's only worse from there. At this point, if my opponent takes the bishop, I queen, and then I either win the rook or they probably would just take my queen. And then that's mate, actually. Takes here. If they take, that's just mate. How do they get out of this? They have to sack the queen. They have to sack their queen. Okay. And then from here, obviously, my opponent left the game, which, you know, and that's a tough position to try and defend. I'm an advocate for sticking around and not resigning, but I don't know if I would have stayed in that position. Probably would have resigned myself, even though I do love to play out losing positions. But that was, I'm pretty sure we were down. They were down a substantial amount of material, and they were down 9 points of material. We were about to queen, and they were about to lose their last rook. It was going to get pretty messy from there for them. So yeah, that was a good game. Good game. We're back to 1324 elo. I stretched this out to about 10 minutes after a 5-minute game. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for coming out today. I appreciate it. Be safe. Thank you for watching. All right.